What's up, guys? Your driver Mike here, back with another live stream. Hello to everyone watching live on Twitter, and if you're watching on the rebroadcast on YouTube, thank you for watching. This channel is dedicated to talking about the rideshare space, helping drivers maximize their earnings and the ratings. So if you haven't subscribed already over on YouTube, I appreciate you checking out the channel and consider subscribing. So if you've seen the title of this live stream, what is the title of the live stream, guys? When Uber passengers throw up, okay? The number one hazard that I hear, that I think most people think about, every passenger, right? If you're a driver or if you're a passenger, tell me the number one thing that people think about in the rideshare space for us drivers is what happens when someone throws up. Tell me your craziest story, Uber driver. Do you have people throwing up in your car? Oh, I see those vinyl seat covers in the back. You must have some crazy stories, right? Everyone thinks about what happens when a passenger throws up. So here we go. Let's talk about it. Firstly, I have done over 2,000 rides. Let's just get it out of the way right now. Have I ever had someone throw up in the car? Yes and no. And here's why. Now, you need to have something to be prepared if someone throws up in the car, all right? Because if you don't, if you have nothing, guess where it's going? It's going in your car, okay? Now, when I first started, I read some forums, watched some YouTube videos about what you should have, okay? Ziploc bags. Good old Ziploc bags, the gallon size bags, you know, or like a Walmart bag. Don't do that. That was a noob move. I had the gallon size Ziploc bags. All right, well, what's the problem with that? They seal, right? They completely seal. They're a gallon size. They're big. Someone can hold it relatively easy enough. So what's the problem with that? It's completely clear, which is disgusting. It's completely clear. You don't think about it, right? You're like, oh yeah, that may make it worse for the person that's sick. A, it's clear. B, there is an opening, let's say, but the top of a Ziploc bag is loose. I mean, there's not really anything to grip onto per se. So it's flimsy to hold, number two, and it just doesn't make sense. That's not really what it was intended for. So you need to be prepared should someone get sick in the car. Well, how are you going to do that, all right? No Ziploc bags, no Walmart bags. And you can see this light on me right now, guys. We got a crazy sunset. Look at this. You can't see it. The phone mount is in the way. There we go. Check it out, guys. Look at that. It's pretty sweet. Alright, there we go. Welcome back. Okay, so what are you going to have, okay, to be prepared? Well, notice, if I had a passenger with me right now, and they said, I'm going to be sick, alright? 5 seconds. You got 5 seconds to get them something to throw up in. So you have to have it right here, okay? If someone gets sick, I reach down right here and I pull out these. Well, yeah, these. I pull out these. These are sick bags. These are hospital sick bags in case someone needs to throw up. All right, now they're kind of stuck together. I need to separate these, but typically I'll have it like this. All right, this is a Mises sick bag. All right, this is found on my Amazon store on YouTube. Get these. It's not a suggestion. If you drive bar hours, get sick bags. All right, I've handed out some of those clear Ziploc bags, all right, in the past. It's just flimsy. It's clumsy. It doesn't make sense. If you have that Mises sick bag, it's made for that very purpose. It has a plastic ring around the outside so someone can grip onto something. It is opaque, so it's not see-through, and the volume is there, okay, for the amount of liquids. The volume is there, it's big enough, and it's sealable. Now, I wouldn't go dumping it upside down and try to keep it completely waterproof. I don't believe that's the purpose. But it twists and closes. So, it's sealable. Get those, all right? Now, let's go back to me, all right? Have you had someone throw up in your Uber car? Again, yes and no. Yes, because I've had to give out some of those bags. I've had to give out, oh wow, probably 10, 15, I'll say 15 out of 2,000 plus rides, whatever ratio that is. It's still very low. Let me just address that right now. If you are going to drive Uber and or Lyft, if you drive whenever, your risk is even lower than me. But if you're going to drive exclusively bar hours, even my ratio, it's not that high. It's not that prevalent. You're not going to get tons of passengers who actually, feel sick, because most of them, if they're requesting an Uber, they're going to want to keep it together and not be that person that gets sick in an Uber, all right? So typically, if it's an individual or group especially, no one wants to be that person. So the prevalence of getting someone that's going to be sick is lower than you might think, all right? I think that's a stigma. Everyone thinks, all right, well, I'm not driving the bar rush because someone's going to throw up my car. Probably not. And even if someone does get sick, you're going to have sick bags. So let's, again, go back to my answer here. Yes, because, I've given out some of those sick bags before, and 90% of them were just precautionary, all right? Someone was looking pretty bad, or they gave me signs that they were getting worse, and I handed them one anyway. Big tip for you guys, and I wish you could see the sunset. It looks really cool. Again, you can see the light here. Big tip: do not wait for the absolute biggest hint that they're going to get sick. All right, because some passengers won't even tell you. Maybe for pride. All right, maybe they honestly don't think they're going to get sick. Don't wait until you're absolutely sure that they're going to get sick, or God forbid they actually start getting sick. Don't wait for that, all right? And they have to swallow the pride, guys. You need to take control of your car. This is your space. So I'm sorry, but you may have to bruise a little bit of an ego there and give them the bag anyway. Say, hey, take this just in case you're feeling kind of ill. All right, you told me you don't feel that great. Take this just in case. I don't even care if you don't use it, but I want you to hold it because I don't want you to get sick in my car. And you say it exactly like that, all right? Be stern. This is your car. You do not want someone to get sick in your car. Trust me. Does not matter what the cleaning fee is. Not worth it. All right, I get the cleaning fee. That's fantastic, but you need to get it professionally cleaned. You can't just clean it. Anyone that says you can just clean it, you can't, because you have to sanitize it. So you're gonna have to take it to a professional detailer, and if it's really bad, you may have to do some replacements as far as the upholstery. You may have to replace a part of the actual seat, right? So you can't just wipe it down. It has to be sanitized, all right? So warning signs. Obviously, if they can't hold themselves up when they're coming to the car, if they can't look you in the eye and maintain eye contact, obviously if someone's been drinking, it's going to be a little wavy maybe, but if they cannot even look you in the eye, that's not a good sign. I think a lot of you know that. If they need any assistance in walking, kind of like what I just mentioned, so look for those signs. If they go quiet all of a sudden, can I show you? I don't know if it's gonna work. Too much hassle. We're back, and I'm sorry the light balance is just awful. I think. Okay, light balance is awful. We're getting a lot of sunlight here, but do not wait for those warning signs. All right, if they seem ill, past your comfort zone, just go for it. Just give them one. Be as polite as you can, but be stern. Say, hey, or to the friend, let's say, if the friend is watching, the sick friend, say, hey, just hang on to this, just in case. I don't want someone to get sick in the car. Okay, boom, you're done. That's all you need to do. So I've given those out, and from my memory, I have had people, well, I think I've been pretty good, guys. I don't think I've had anyone that's actually thrown up into the bag really since I started driving, all right? When I really didn't know what to watch for as far as those warning signs. But since, and I'm talking about the last year, in the car, I can't think of anyone that's really thrown up in the bag. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing, because you don't want someone, ideally, to get sick at all, in case they drop it, in case they miss, right? So, at this point, if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching live right now on Twitter, have you guys had someone that's gotten sick in the car? When? How often? Are there some areas that are worse than others? Yes, right? What are some areas that are worse than others? As I take a sip of, today we got the Monster Chaos, guys. What areas are worse than others? College campuses. All right, I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with the students, but the students are at a higher risk of drinking heavily, okay? So college campuses, house parties specifically, obviously by the bars. I mean, that's a given. You're making the bar runs there. Maybe you can even take it a step further. Which bars? And it goes along with one of the thesis ideas that I say on the channel is know your city. Which bars specifically do the college students like to go to? Because there are college specific bars that they tend to like to go to, all right? Or which bars maybe get a little crazier than the others. So that you should know to help you out. So if you want to avoid that, maybe avoid those areas, around certain times. Or if you're in a party zone, by the fraternities, student housing has a lot of house parties. Maybe you want to avoid those zones, okay? If you want to avoid having that risk, all right? So let me know. Let me know, have you had someone get sick in the car? When? How often? If I'm leaving anything out here as far as location, let me know. So let's talk now about, all right, what happens if they get sick in the car? I've done everything I could. I couldn't get them in the bag fast enough. It came without warning, because it can, from what I've heard. It can come without warning. A side note, that's why I always watch every passenger whenever they come into the car. All right, see how they're doing. Excuse me. And again, they may not say something because they don't even have their wits about them. They can't even say anything to you. So if someone looks really bad, watch them. Watch them in the back. Even if they're not saying anything, if they're slouching down, if they're not saying anything, at that time, give a bag to a friend, okay? So let's talk about the fees. Uber, specifically, let's focus on Uber here. $200 is what it used to be. They used to pay $200, all right? Well, did it go up? It's pretty bad. It's pretty nasty. No, it went down. Okay, Uber decreased the cleaning fee for someone throwing up in your car. When I started, 2005, or 2005. I'm off work tomorrow, guys. Give me a break. 2015. It was $200, which I think was fair. Now it is $150, and it is not even $150 for all occurrences. Okay, what does that mean? For the full $150, try not to make it sound so gross. It would have to get in between your windows, electrical mechanisms, really down inside the door. Anything like that can cause significant damage. You will need to get maybe the door panel taken off and get inside there, replace some parts, clean. That's going to get you the full $150, all right? More serious messes, but not as serious as affecting electrical components or in the door, will get you less. How much is contingent upon Uber? Probably 100 to 75, depending on the extent to damage, and it goes down from there, all right? If it's less, if it's something that can be simply cleaned up, again, by a detailer, it's gonna get you less, 50 to 75 or whatever they deem appropriate. So here is a little inside tip, maybe, we'll say, that you know that I use WeatherTech floor mats, and you can see right back here, I have a waterproof seat liner. Both of those are easy to clean. Again, you need to sanitize it, but it's relatively easy to clean. So you can maybe still go online, and not for the back seat, but maybe for the seat floor covers, maybe go back online. Now, the thing with that is you probably shouldn't for at least an hour. And Uber, at least they used to, I don't know if they still do it anymore, would actually time you out for an hour. If someone lets me over. There we go, guys. Okay. So they used to, and they may still do, is when you would submit a request for a cleaning fee for someone getting sick, they would time you out basically for an hour. And if you tried to go online within that hour, Uber would say, well, hey, it's obviously not that serious. If you were going online driving, you know, we thought you had a cleaning fee, that probably should hold you up. You're still going online, we may not pay you as much, or we may not pay you at all. So we went over how to be prepared, how much you're gonna get, how do you get it, all right? How do you submit for a cleaning fee? Well, if a passenger gets sick in your car, all right, anywhere, really anywhere in your car, first thing to do, clean it up. No, don't clean it up. That's what a lot of people may think. Don't do that. First thing you want to do is take pictures, okay? It's gross, I know. And your passengers may not argue, what's the word? Contest? I don't know. Well, your passengers may be like, what are you doing? Don't take pictures of my friend with throw up all over them, etc., etc. You have to, okay? You have to take pictures to document. Take it on your camera. Don't do it within the Uber app. All right, and tell them that. Say, guys, I'm sorry. We'll clean this up here in just a sec. I need to document this because there is a cleaning fee associated. You know, this is my personal vehicle. I do need to take some pictures to document, all right? And take a lot. I'm talking 8, 12, 15 pictures, different angles, just to document the full extent. And don't zoom in, okay? Show how much area it's actually covering so Uber knows, okay? Because those are the only pictures you're gonna have before you clean it up. Take pictures first, all right? Then go into your trip history and go to help and report, I had an issue with this trip. And in there, you're gonna submit for a cleaning fee. And in that section, it's gonna ask you to submit pictures. And here's the thing, guys. In that section, you can take pictures. But remember, you took them on your camera. Why is that important? Because if you take them in the Uber app, you don't have a copy. Uber does, but you don't have a copy. You need your own copy because, I mean, this is a tech system. It's not perfect. What happens if they lose those pictures and there's no more documentation about what happened in your car? And at the off chance that your passengers can test this and and say, hey, it never happened, or it wasn't that bad, you have no pictures to go back onto, okay? Take pictures on your own camera and then submit them to Uber, all right? And doing that, they will review the pictures and then assess the damage from a cleaning fee. I gotta go here in a second, guys. A quick note, Uber has their own team to monitor fraud for cleaning fees. Uber's team will have specifically a team that will assess if your cleaning fee is a real picture. Yes, it's true. They will look at your picture of the mess and determine if it's real or not, or if you copied it from somewhere else. Basically, they'll just do a reverse Google image search kind of thing and see if it's a fraudulent picture used elsewhere. Just a quick note. So that's about it, guys. This may just be chapter 1 of cleaning fees, because there's a lot of things to look for to protect yourself, from preventing that from happening in your car, and a few things on Uber's end that we want to make sure that we dot all of our I's, cross our T's. I think I just said that backwards. Cross our T's, dot our I's. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Get the floor mats, get the waterproof seat cover. I have another video going over some accessories for your car, and there should be a mention of that there. My video about the interior of my car, that's where it is. Look at the video where I talk about the interior of my car, and I'll go over some of those things that can help you out when you're driving. So, if you're out there tonight, be careful, especially around the bar hours. Drive smart, and if you aren't subscribed to the channel already, consider subscribing, guys. You're driver Mike here. I do appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.